http://www.cosmicparadigm.com/marks_corner/ Tuesday, August 18th, 2009. Forgive and forget. Share this. The messages on this site build on each other. For their full impact, read them in sequence beginning with September 2008, archived below. They detail the situation on this planet, our place in the universe, and a positive picture for our future, if we are willing to act. I hope, by presenting them to you, that they spark your curiosity and a decision to join with others to create a new civilization on Earth. As always, I encourage you to seek your own unique truth and begin to live it. This is my 57th posting to Mark's Corner for 2009. So often what is not said is more clearly the truth than that which is presented as truth. In a recent movie, the hero took the final action into his own hands to battle the bad guys to victory. What was not apparent was that the larger picture had not been solved. The resolution of the drama was but for the moment. Other bad guys would live to fight other days, and that the war was not won. Victory could be claimed in but a single battle. I welcome Bren-Ton with his comments on this.
Thank you, Mark. It is my pleasure to return once again. The situation you describe has been so for much of mankind's history. Battles have been won, new beginnings celebrated, but the ultimate solution has evaded the best of intentions. Why? Because the forces of the dark remain so deeply entrenched that the loss of a single battle will not defeat them. It is only by shining the Creator's light on it that the dark energy will ultimately be overcome. The big question remains: is this possible within the context of current human existence on planet Earth? After all, the situation on your planet has remained largely unchanged for thousands of years. The darkness has so overwhelmed ordinary humans that most do not understand how completely they are enslaved. Most simply feel that this is the way things are here, and that this is the way things will continue. It need not be so. Your brothers and sisters from other planets are showing you the way, showing you how your lives could be much improved. The light of the Creator can infuse itself to the extent that the dark energy will be eliminated. This has been accomplished on other planets that were laboring in darkness. It can happen here also. It is happening here. You are being bombarded with light energy. It is coming from the craft of your brothers and sisters of distant star systems. It is also coming from other sources. It has overwhelmed the dark energy that has held Earth captive for thousands of years. You can see it today in the truth that is emerging everywhere, the truth about the misdeeds of those to whom you have given your power, in the machinations of the very wealthy to whom you have given your money, and to the religions to which you have forfeited your souls. The light is bringing it all to the surface. It is causing those who are in fear to fight against the truth with fabricated lies and outspoken defiance of change. At the same time, it is causing people of the light to intensify their efforts to bring love to all. A final great battle, both bloodless and bloody, will soon be fought over the control of this planet. It will touch the lives of everyone. None are immune. The karma of 1,000 lifetimes is being played out at these final moments. You are each being presented with the opportunity to decide. Are you going to awaken and choose, or continue to sleep? Are you going to choose the high road and bathe in the light of truth? Are those who are now adhering to the darkness going to turn to the light in these final moments? Are those who are attached to the third dimension going to give up their attachments? You are headed not into the final battle, but into the conclusion of the war that has raged for eons, and you of Earth are at the center of the last great battle of this conflict. An argument between two people often leaves one of the participants with feelings of discontent. If this is a couple in a relationship, continued arguments may ultimately destroy the relationship. Arguments within families can rage for years, with people unwilling to speak with each other. Arguments between neighbors result in high fences and other retaliations and barriers. Only if there is love, in addition to forgiveness, can an argument be resolved in such a way that both parties put aside the hurt inflicted. Disagreements between towns and cities are settled in a court of law, but the losing side may harbor resentment against the winner. The same is true of most adjudications. Anything that requires the expense and emotions of a trial probably leaves the plaintiff or the defendant as the loser. This does little to settle continuing resentment. Corporations habitually seek ways to outdo their competitors. The loser in these battles is tarnished, and resentment can be buried deep within the corporate culture. Nations fight with their neighbors about a boundary, about incursions of one into the other, about trade complications, or about pollution by the other. Often these are adjudicated. Sometimes they are settled by a war. When nations make war on each other, the outcome is determined by the power of the victor. The loser is left with a wreck to its economy, its populace, and its land. Most often the results of war tarnish the relationship between the two parties for generations. Bloody uprisings are generally the result of people who do not have other options. Terrorism takes advantage of this situation. This is the case in the Middle East, where age-old grievances have never been satisfactorily resolved. In this region, fear dominates so strongly that love of one's neighbor is seldom even discussed. In each of these cases, from altercations to war to uprisings, those involved are choosing force, rather than the opportunity to resolve by love, justice, or mutual respect. Living in love, the most powerful force in the universe, can resolve disagreements, and heal the results of war. Wars, uprisings, and altercations are the present human condition on Earth. It has been this way for many thousands of years. Little has changed. Everything from disagreements to wars is settled by force, the power of wealth, the force of law, or the dictates of religion. Little has been settled by applying the power of love. Even those altercations that appear on the surface to be mutually resolved may leave a stain on the psyche of individuals, corporations, or countries. Until that unconscious stain can be resolved with love, it remains a festering lesion that can once again erupt to cause friction. We who observe your planet see the damages to your psyches. we see that only love will cure the damages wrought by the dark energy that turns you from loving people into fearful, competitive, and self-seeking humanity.